You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Okay, welcome everyone. We're here to unpack some really compelling threads weaving through the crypto world today. We're looking at everything from, huge market moves to new tech and even some interesting human behavior patterns.
Exactly. Our goal is really to sift through all that information and pull out what actually matters for you, help you connect the dots on these big shifts happening right now.
Right. So first off, the sheer momentum is hard to ignore. I mean, Coinbase just hit an all-time high, what was it, $394?
Yeah.
Pushing its market cap over $100 billion.
Yep, over $100 billion. And Bitcoin smashed its previous high, hitting 122K. It's pretty staggering growth.
So what's behind this astronomical climb? Is it just hype?
Well, it's definitely not just hype, though that's part of it. A lot is driven by really bullish macro conditions. Plus, you have specific catalysts like the buzz around Circle's potential IPO and Coinbase getting into the S&P 500.
Ah, the S&P inclusion. Yeah, that's a big legitimacy signal.
Huge. And you even had Bernstein analysts calling Coinbase the Amazon of crypto financial services. That really speaks to how the space is maturing, or at least how some institutions see it.
Amazon of crypto. Wow. So does that mean traditional finance is fully on board now? Or are they still hesitant?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We're definitely seeing serious institutional moves. Look at Sonnet Biotherapeutics, a NASDAQ company, merging to become Hyperliquid Strategies.
Right.
They're setting up an $888 million public crypto treasury, holding their own HYPE tokens, basically giving token holders a stake or say in things.
Okay.
And when you see big names like Paradigm and Galaxy Digital backing this, it's a clear sign there's real institutional appetite for this kind of exposure. It echoes what Lion Group did too with their $600 million fund.
So the big players are finding ways in. What about making crypto easier to use for everyone else? I saw OKX join something called the Global Dollar Network, and they're using Paxos USDG stablecoin.
Yeah, that's significant. The GDN, the Global Dollar Network, is basically trying to build guardrails for global payments. And integrating USDG is interesting because of its model.
How so? What's different about it?
Well, unlike, say, USDC or USDT, USDG has this yield-sharing mechanism built in. It actually gives back some of the revenue earned on its reserves to the people holding the stablecoin.
Oh, interesting. So it incentivizes holding it.
Exactly. It encourages adoption. And this fits into a bigger picture of trying to broaden access, especially, as we hopefully get more regulatory clarity, like the Genius Act moving through the U.S. House. That's all about trying to set clearer rules for digital assets.
Okay, that yield sharing is genuinely a new twist.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder then, why are we hearing about big fintechs, Robinhood, Coinbase, maybe even Stripe, thinking about launching their own blockchains? That seems like a massive effort.
It does, right. But it's really about getting deeper control at the platform level. It lets them shape the user experience more directly, maybe integrate third-party apps natively, and capture more value from the transactions happening on their turf.
Control and value capture.
Yeah. And building a blockchain isn't quite the monumental task it used to be. You've got these modular toolkits now, like Gelato, that sort of streamline the process, making it less complex to spin up these application-specific chains.
Got it. Okay, moving beyond the pure tech and finance for a second.
Yeah.
So some of the sources brought up this fascinating, maybe slightly concerning societal trend called the jackpot age. What exactly is that?
Yeah, the jackpot age.
Yeah.
It describes this cultural shift where increasingly people are chasing these rare, huge wins, even when the odds are terrible long term. Think lottery tickets, but scaled up.
Okay.
We saw the devastating financial side with the multi-billion-dollar blow-ups like SBF and Three Arrows Capital. But the idea is that this thinking is seeping into everyday culture through online gambling, through meme coins.
Right, the get-rich-quick appeal.
Exactly. It erodes patience, maybe encourages unrealistic expectations. Some argue it's fueled by things like wage stagnation or these winner-take-all dynamics we might see more of with AI. It's a sort of shift in what success looks like away from steady effort.
That's a sobering thought about changing values.
Yeah.
And speaking of wider economic forces, there was also talk about the dollar doom loop.
Yeah.
How does that connect to crypto?
Ah, yes. The dollar doom loop. So the basic idea is the U.S. Federal Reserve raises interest rates, which makes the dollar stronger. But a stronger dollar can really hurt emerging market economies, weakening their currencies.
Okay, follow.
And what we've seen is this driving huge demand for stablecoins in places like, say, Bolivia, Turkey, Nigeria. People are looking for a stable store of value when their local currency is shaky.
So they're using stablecoins to escape local inflation.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But the next step, the really interesting evolution here, is tokenized U.S. equities. Imagine offering yield-generating dollar-linked assets like fractions of U.S. stocks or bonds directly on crypto rails.
So someone in Bolivia could potentially hold an asset linked to the S&P 500 without a U.S. bank account.
That's the idea. Bypassing traditional brokerage barriers, bypassing complex international money transfers. It's about democratizing access to stable, yield-generating assets globally. And apparently, early signs show a lot of interest, especially from Asia and Latin America.
Wow. Okay, so pulling this all together, what does this mean for you listening? We've covered massive market growth, serious institutional money coming in, new infrastructure making things more accessible, and even these deep cultural shifts.
Indeed. I mean, it's clear crypto isn't just this isolated tech niche anymore. It's becoming fundamental plumbing, woven into finance, potentially impacting AI development, and reflecting these broader societal trends.
So for you, as you navigate all this, it really highlights a world that's getting more complex, but also full of potential. Maybe the question to leave you with is, what stands out to you as the biggest challenge or perhaps the most exciting opportunity where all this tech and human behavior collide? Something to think about until next time.
Spoken Tech for your ears.